Hi and hello my dear gentle friends. How are you all? How was your week? Mine? It was fantastic. Thank you very much. You're watching Gananadh Sankar and this is Ease Communicative Designers, an easy way to enrich your communication skills. Thank you very much for watching my video once again, and this is episode 2, and in this episode we are going to discuss about what is communication and of course what is communication skills. Right, now let us see about communication. What is communication? In our last episode we have discussed about language. I believe there is no need of discussing it once again. So please go through with that video and check it out what I have discussed with you. Right, fine. Communication. Communication is nothing but the way we exchange our ideas, the way we exchange our feelings, the way we exchange our thoughts by all the means of a language. By using the medium of a language, that is nothing but a communication. In our day-to-day life, we are doing that. We are exchanging our ideas by the means of language, whatever the language it may be. Right now, I'm exchanging my ideas with you by using the language international, language English. So like that, in our day-to-day life, we are all exchanging our feelings and ideas, and that is nothing but communication. So as I have told earlier, in earlier episode, we the human, we cannot live without communicating each other, right? Without communicating each other. So communication is a very, very important part of our life. It's a very basic essence of our life. We cannot start a day without communicating. So it's very, very important. It has become a very important part of our life. Then, see, everybody communicates. Rich communicates, poor communicates, middle class, like me, like us, we communicate. So the communication it doesn't belong to, and it is not an asset to any particular person. So we all communicate. An educated communicates, an illiterate too communicates. So communication is common to all the people. I'm so sorry, not just to the human. It is just common to all the living things in this world. And of course, I believe I need to add one more point. Not just to the living things, and even to the things which is created by the human race. Believe the robots, just like the smartphones and all these things also, it just started communicating each other right now. I believe you are all aware of Sophia, the very first human robot which is communicating with all the celebrities all over the world. Fine, right. So communication has become just a regular thing for all the people and for all the things on this planet Earth. Right. So then, just communicating, is it enough to survive in this competitive world? Obviously, it is not enough. That's why people like us are trying something really very important for further enrichment and for further development. And you guys are showing interest towards all these things. Am I right? Yes. So what is that special thing that we need to add to the communication? Fine. I believe you all know, and that is nothing but the skill. Yes. When you add the word skill to the basic concept of communication, and obviously it becomes communication skills. We all are speaking about that, right? We all need that, right? Communication skills. Yes. So people say so. A person with communication skills is a complete person. People say so, people say many things, and people say this. Right. Anyways, let us not get inside this controversial things and all. We are non-controversial, right? That's why. Fine. Yes, communication skill. What is this communication skill? And what is the difference between the communication and communication skills? Fine. I'd like to bring you a small example. Right. See, general people do drive the car, right? So when you learn how to drive the car with minimum practice and with very minimum practice and with interest, of course, nothing comes out without interest. So you can drive the car, right? How many of you can drive the car? So raise your hands. Right, I'm kidding. Right. So generally when we learn how to drive the car, yes, of course we can drive the car. And even the racers, right? The racers, they too drive the car. Okay, why cars? Let us take the bikes. Everybody knows to ride that, right? So we all ride the bike and the racers do ride the bike. Then what makes the difference between the regular rider and a racer? What makes the difference? That's so simple, but very, very difficult, the difference. It's nothing but a regular rider knows to ride the bike on the road with all the safety measures, if he is a good rider with all the safety measures, I mean, right? But a racer, it's not just about the safety measures, it's about his talent, it's about his strength, it's about his courage, about riding the bike in a very, very different and special way. I mean, a rider can perform feats with his bike where the regular rider like us can't do it. So that makes the difference. A rider always does some experiments, and that experiment leads to effective things, and it makes us attractive towards the rider, right? So that effectiveness towards riding the bike, some special characteristic feature towards riding the bike, that is nothing but a skill. That skill comes only for a person who has constant practice. We all know the slogan, we all know the quotation, a great saying in English language. We all laugh. Personally, even I do laugh that. What is that? Practice makes man perfect. Do you know what? Practice just doesn't make man perfect. It makes everything perfect. Not just human, it makes everything perfect. So I'd like to say practice makes everything perfect. Am I right? Thank you. Yes, in the same way, skill, you can develop the skill only through a constant practice with high determination and with high interest. So the same way, if you put your concentration and if you have a determination towards developing your communication to the further level, and this determination or this practice towards taking your communication to the further level is nothing but communication skill. So if you have this determination, obviously you are a person with good communication skills. And in this today's generation, the generation today, one must have a very, very good and an effective communication skills to enrich your quality of giving your ideas to others. Fine, we all know, we all have good ideas. All the talented people have or are reserving very good ideas. But just reserving the very good ideas is not just enough. So exposing or bringing out those talents outside, your ideas outside, exchanging your thoughts outside to the outside world, so that makes the sense, and for that you need a very good communication skills. Fine. How to develop this communication skill? Don't be hurry, as I have already promised you, these are the series of episodes. So you are just watching episode 3, and now we have been discussing about what is communication and communication skills. In our next episode, let us discuss something beyond or something what we have to do to develop this communication skills. In next episodes, we cannot restrict all those things in one episode. As I have told you, this is a oceanic matter, a very big arena. It doesn't have any restrictions. So that let us discuss all those things in our future episodes. And yes, I'd like to say one thing. So most of the people, many people, they started asking me, so when you want to develop the people's communication skills and when you have started an initiation in YouTube channel, why you are communicating only in English? Why can't you explain all those things in the vernacular language? So why can't you explain all those things in Telugu? Why can't you express all these things in Tamil? Well, we can do that. Thanks for your suggestions and interest towards our videos. But a small thing, see, when you are learning any language, any new language, not just English, you must listen that language first of all. And you must try to understand that language first of all. So when you listen that language in that medium, then only you can learn that language. If you're translating and if you're learning, you can learn that theoretically but not practically. Language is not a theory. Please try to understand this concept. Language is not a theory. Language is more practical. So that you have to listen that language in that particular medium. So that I'm speaking only English. So, but thank you very much for your suggestions. I hope you all understood why I'm doing all these things in English to English. Right? So thank you very much. That's all for today's episode. And before winding up this episode, you all know what I'm going to say now. Yes, a quotation for Communicative Designing YouTube channel. That's nothing but supporters